Now back to Inside West Virginia Politics with Mark Curtis.
And we welcome you back this weekend to Inside West Virginia Politics. We're going to shift gears here from politics and talk a little bit about the financial shape of the state of West Virginia. I want to introduce the Honorable Riley Moore, Republican, the treasurer of this great state of West Virginia. Great to have you on the program.
Thanks for having me.
You've also returned nearly $21 million of unclaimed property back to residents of West Virginia. That's what, the most ever?
That is the most ever. And we're not even at the end of the fiscal year. We did a huge modernization of the Unclaimed Property Act just a couple years ago here in the last previous two sessions, which we have the Cash Now program, where we are sending out, we verify on our end, individuals and their addresses, and in between $100,000 and $5,000, we send checks out automatically. We've also changed our advertising, where we're not mandated by law just to advertise in newspapers. You might actually see unclaimed property advertised on this program, which we do, and many others. And the advertising is working, and those dollars that we spend on the advertising are paying off because we return more money than any time in state history.
And you have a website for that too, wvunclaimedproperty.com.
That's right.
You issued a statement saying the state is now in the strongest financial position it's ever been in. Why is that? Where are we in terms of our fiscal strength, and what has changed? I know I came here 8 years ago. We were $500 million in the hole in the budget, so lots have changed.
I was there for that. In the legislature. So look, through the work of the Republican legislature and their hard work in terms of holding the line, flat budgets year in and year out, tax collections also increasing. But a really important point here is 2 years ago, I went to the legislature and asked to change the manner in which I could invest money. So previous to that, I was mandated to have 15% of the entire operating funds in the state invested in treasury notes. We changed that to give me more flexibility, where we can invest in commercial paper, overnight repo, some of these kind of short-term debt instruments, and we have earned tremendous amount of money. When I started in this office, we had $6.5 billion in the operating fund. We now have over $10.5 billion assets under management in the operating funds of this state. And I'm proud to say that, and it's been the hard work of the governor, the legislature, and my office that has gotten us there.
30 seconds. You're also running for Congress in the 2nd Congressional District. How's that going so far? You seem to be getting all over the state.
Oh, yep. You know, look, if I'm not working hard, it would drive me crazy. So I'm always out there. We're talking to folks all over the district and all over the state of West Virginia as I do this job. Huge support everywhere. Obviously, there's a poll that just came out recently, has me over 88% right now. We're feeling very strong. We have the most cash on hand, and I think we're going to win this thing.
Well, we'll talk about it more and have your opponents on again, too, as we get closer to the primary. We want to thank State Treasurer Riley Moore, Republican, for joining us.